Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your love reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Be sure and like, follow, and subscribe for me so that I can grow my collective. I would really appreciate it. And thank you to all that have already or anybody that's left a comment or, liked a post or anything. It really does help push my channel out there. So I appreciate you guys for that. I'm going to do a check-in with your energy, your person's energy, and the energy of the relationship. This can be somebody that you are already in union with. It can be somebody new. It can be somebody from the past. It could be somebody in your friend group. Just take the message how it resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to pull 2 of these oracle cards and get an overall feel for the energy. And then I will pull from the tarot and get your message. I did bring out quite a few oracles, so we'll get into it and see if we want more. And then at the end, we'll do the initials and zodiac signs to kind of wrap everything up. So let's see what Spirit has for Sagittarius. Please, Spirit. These just do not want to come out today. Okay. Interesting. Support system. Seek advice from those close to you. They will be able to help you make sense of your current situation. Interesting. Have faith. Sometimes love is about taking the chance to truly trust another with your heart. So maybe some of you are a little guarded for whatever reason. So this could be somebody that you know, since you're gonna talk to your friend group about them, or maybe it's somebody that they know. Again, it's a general message, so it'll resonate differently for each of you. Yeah, having faith, taking a leap of faith. I did. Aries and Leo had very good love readings with the collectives, and the Fool came out for both of those readings. So maybe the Fool, maybe we need to take a leap of faith. We shall see. We'll see what the tarot says for you guys. So in your energy, we have Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. You're very guarded. In your person's energy, we have the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and Temperance. Wow. And the overall energy of the relationship, we have the 10 of Swords, the Empress, and the Knight of Swords. Underneath, we have the 5 of Swords. So there is like this kind of conflicted energy here. But I feel like that's in your energy. But we can pull clarifiers too if we need to. So the 5 of Swords is about conflict. It is about, like choosing your battles wisely, but it's also about like, he's kind of like winning at all costs, and these people are kind of walking off here. I feel like maybe there's just some mental confliction. So swords are air energy, and air energy is your thoughts, right? So I feel like this is just very mentally conflicted. Maybe one or both of you are conflicted right now, or there could have been some conflict in the past. Let's get into it. So in your energy, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is about an emotional beginning, a new emotional beginning, and opening your heart space. But I feel like you want to open to this. You want like this new beginning in love, but you're very closed off. You need to see how she's like covering her heart here. Like you need to make the decision to not be so defensive. Like I just feel like you are very guarded and very defensive, and maybe you've been hurt in the past, or maybe you're just very guarded against this person for whatever reason. Again, this could be somebody you know. Maybe they have a reputation, or maybe it's somebody that you've dealt with in the past and there was some conflict, or maybe it's just you're just mentally conflicted about this. So in your person's energy, we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is like clarity, truth. I feel like this person is very honest, and we do have the Lover. Sorry, I wanted to say 2 of Cups. That's the Lovers, and then we have Temperance. So when I have these 2 cards together, this tells me that there are like 2 archangels here. I feel like this is a very spiritual connection. This is a very strong spiritual connection. that you have with this person. Maybe you're just not seeing it because you're so closed off here. I can't get these cards off the table. I'm sorry, guys. I know that's annoying. You're very closed off. Again, it could be differently for each of you. I mean, it will be different for each of you for why you're closed off, but you're very closed off and very defensive. And you really need to open to this if it's what you want, because I feel like you do want this. You have this Ace of Cups here, like you want to open, you want this gift of love, but you're so closed off and guarded by it for whatever reason. So the overall energy of the relationship, we have the 10 of Swords, and generally you don't want to see that in a relationship, but the 10s are like an ending, and I feel like maybe this is more about like ending painful cycles, and this could be very healing after a painful cycle. And then we have the Empress, which is all about growth and abundance. It is like birthing something new here. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is a very fast moving energy. But again, with the swords, like he's very ambitious and very direct and very assertive, but this can be something that moves a little too fast. So maybe, if you're not ready, maybe that's why you're guarded, because you feel like this is moving too fast. So clarify the Knight of Swords. This overall relationship, Spirit. Maybe that's why you're conflicted. Maybe this person wants to move too fast and you're just not ready. So you've got the 10 of Cups. Like, I feel like this is moving really quickly into maybe a union, or maybe it's scaring you because it's moving so fast and you really do like this person and you're just trying not to see it. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I mean, I've been there. Like you're like, for whatever reason. I just feel like you're very, very guarded. So let's see. What do they not see coming? What does this collective Sagittarius not see coming here, Spirit? So we have the Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Moon card. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded energy. It is earth energy, so you could be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. This could just be, a very grounded, stable energy, financially independent, but this is a wish fulfillment. And I feel like this is coming to light. So maybe this person is coming in and communicating this with you. Maybe you're just not aware of this person because you've been so guarded and you don't really know that they haven't communicated it yet, that they do like you. And maybe that's what's coming to light here, but this is definitely a wish fulfillment that's coming in here. So again, maybe you've just been so guarded you haven't seen this person because, she did that. 2 of Swords does have that blindfold on. I feel like you've just been so blind to it because you've been so defensive and you're not opening up to this person. That could be why you need to talk to your friends, but it's also, this says have faith. Sometimes love is about taking the chance to truly trust another with your heart. I feel like maybe that's what you're just not taking that chance with this person. I feel like if you want to, I feel like it would be good. I feel like you need to. So what's the advice for Sagittarius here? Seven of Pentacles. Ooh. Yeah. Wow, lots of Pentacles. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is growth and progress. He has planted the seed and now things are coming to fruition. But this is also about like putting in work to your independence and getting out of like this negative mindset, these limiting beliefs. I feel like this is about this could be about your self-worth. Maybe you're not feeling very worthy, but I feel like you need to put some work into into your self-worth. Maybe that's why you've been so guarded, because something from the past has torn you down. But you're just very guarded, very closed off, because with that 2 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, that's just very guarded energy, very closed off. So we have trust, divine timing. Let's see, we'll get a couple of these and then we'll pull some initials and zodiac signs. So, I mean, I feel like this is going to be, it's going to happen fast. Like they're going to come in fast. And this is a wish fulfillment for you. It's just whether or not you want to be open to it. For whatever reason, something has just had you guarded from the past. It could be a previous relationship. It just could be, you know, for whatever reason, you're just very guarded. So we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So you or this person could have children, or this could just be like inner child wounds. Maybe that's why you're so guarded. And then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this could be a spiritual connection for you. And with the Lovers and Temperance, I feel like this is a very strong soulmate connection. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, or they soon will if you haven't met them yet. But yeah, I feel like this is new for you. And again, it could be somebody that you know. Maybe they just come in hot and fast and like you're conflicted on whether or not you should trust it, you know? I feel like you need to trust your intuition on this. So we have Scorpio energy. You could have Scorpio placements or they could have Scorpio placements. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have the letter B, like ball or bat. Okay. None of my cards want to come out today. So the letter Y, Aquarius. You could have Aquarius. They could have Aquarius. We have Aries, another fire sign. And we have the letter Z. So take those how they resonate. That doesn't have to be, you know, I just kind of pull those for fun at the end. It doesn't have to actually be that. You know, it could be any zodiac sign. We have a lot of zodiac signs down here. But I feel like you kind of need to let your guard down. If you want love and you want to call this in, and I feel like you do because you want to open to this. This is a wish fulfillment for you. I feel like you just kind of need to put the work in on yourself and open up to your self-confidence here and have a little faith. So I hope that this helps, and I will see you next time. Bye.